Welcome to another Real Dad Movement Daily Revelation, where on this episode we talk about accountability. Oh, such a powerful thing, but it's actually used. Are you being accountable? Now, it's really funny because I'll get people who call out and say, I just need accountability. I need to be held accountable. And that's fine. That can work. There are two types of accountability that are important to us in our lives because we're never here alone. Some people say that you're born alone and you die alone. Well, not really. And at the end of the day, everything you do, whilst you do it for yourself, ultimately influences and has an impact on someone else. Good, bad, and the ugly. It's true, which is really funny, isn't it, when you look at it that way? So when it comes to accountability, there are two forms and types. We are social creatures. As much of an introvert as you may be, or a hermit that you may be, there are some interactions and levels of inspiration and really movement that can be drawn from being part of a team, but also understanding and acknowledging that no one's here to save anyone. And if they do, you both drown. And that is true. I'm not here to save you. I'm not here to save anyone. I'm here to help you open the scope and the lens in which you're currently seeing to what's possible and what you can see, from which you can raise your standards and uplift yourself. And of course, there's helping hands, and we're with you all the way. When you win, I win. And that's how I roll when it comes to the Real Dad movement and really helping being a part of the father's journeys and the inspiration that I get from seeing the changes that they create in their life. But you need both types of accountability. Yes, accountability to a team. You don't let the team down. You don't let yourself down. Because what happens is that eliminates choices or decision-making moments when you've got the 50-50s when it comes to either not exercising or a poor eating regime or not checking in or not doing what you know you should do. The little voice inside says, it's okay, Al. You just don't worry about it today, mate. You'll be right. But ultimately, when you're accountable to someone else or something else, the little voice doesn't exist anymore, does he? Internally, inside of you, there's another voice that says, you can't let them down, mate. You can't. It's almost like it's done. It's removed. The 50-50 becomes 90-10, in which I actually don't have a decision in this. I don't have a choice in this. This is not here. I'm not here to argue with myself or create a decision on whether I will or won't. I have to. It's a must. It's a given. Done. Go. And you go. That's powerful. That can definitely work. But, and you know, like we have over a dozen touch points and forms and lines of communication and coaching, and it's phenomenal the input and how much we are in your corner with RDM. But the reality is you still have periods where you are left to your own devices or on your own. This doesn't mean you live life alone, or you should try to. This is about recognizing that, yes, there's an internal version and person and vision of who you are that you must continually express and nourish without the little devil on the shoulder getting up to mischief and really pulling you astray and aside and away from what it is that's important to you at a core level. And that's where you need both. Yes, you've got to be accountable to something or someone because that holds a higher level of energy and influence. This is transactions, a transition of energy and working as a team, and something that as human beings, we can elevate the state that we're in and rise up and overcome obstacles, hurdles, or challenges. Strength in numbers, right? Part of a tribe, part of the team. No dad gets left behind. But also on the flip side, you've got to add value to that as well. You've got to add value to your own life in the sense that, yeah, it's you, man. Like, it's on you. You've got to hold accountability to yourself and be accountable to that which is important to your goals and your outcomes. Which brings me to this point. Well, how do I stay accountable, Al? Like, it's just, I've tried and it's hard and I've tried and it's hard. You go it alone too much, you fall down. You rely or rest or lay on the team too much, you fall down. You need both. Both are important, mate. If I just held you accountable 24/7, ultimately you are looking to be saved and you're living a life with stories because you're not executing with consistency to develop the momentum necessary off the back of the self-disciplines you have in place with your own accountability. Now, when it comes to just being accountable on your own, cool, awesome. You can get some great results. No one's self-made. We've all had someone wipe our ass at some stage of our life. But yes, you can get a lot of successes in life on your own. But that leaves us pondering the question, could I always have more, do more, or be more if I wasn't on my own? If I had a team, if I had the right environment, the right support crew from which I can continually realign the purpose, what's important to me, to really nut out the shit, the fluff, the little noises that are trying to stray me away every minute, every day, every month, to staying focused and driven towards that goal, accountable towards that goal. Have that level of resilience and persistence in overcoming the shit and doing it for the long haul, rinse and repeat, with a higher level of standard for myself from which I'm raising to from the environment around me, because I've got a form of accountability to those around me in adding value to the world and service to others around me, as well as value to myself and leading my own life first. When you get both of those together, man, you are onto a winner, and that is a very powerful place to be. Accountability. Yes, it holds a purpose. Yes, it's easy to dismiss and dismay what it means to you and whether you should have any in your life. It comes down to the standards, ultimately who you want to be, and from there being clear on how you can maintain a consistent level of accountability, which just in a team, just on your own, doesn't work. When you've got them both together, you've won. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hit you with another one soon. Cheers.